capturing? Let's see. Okay, that looks good. All right. So I wanted to wait until Monday to do more Monster Hunter, but for now, this will be a nice way to clear up some of the more tedious quests in the 2-star rank. So that's a feature, I can mention that. This game actually was at least partly inspired, or it came about partly to promote netplay on the PS2, because that was a big new thing. And so there's a bunch of content that you can only play online. Obviously not anymore, those servers are long gone, but with cheat codes you can make those quests appear in solo mode. And I've heard some people have set up their own servers. So if you're emulating, you can join those servers to play some of the old game online quests. Well, that's something. So you'll notice my name is a Lancebeth because I want to be using a lance, but I don't have the materials for it. So I think that's the first thing I'm going to try and do today. We should have a quest that will have a mining point in it where we can get iron. The trouble is 840 for the iron lance. I could just buy an iron lance if I earned enough money. Oh, I see. It's twice as much. So let's see how much mine picks cost. Because I think you can craft mine picks, but I don't have the materials to do that. Yeah, pickaxe. Oh, it's going to be cheaper to buy pickaxes and then earn whatever money I need left. Wait. The difference between these is the iron pickaxe is less likely to break on multiple uses, but it's more expensive, obviously. I'll buy one, and then maybe 2 of these. And let's go... let's see what the quests are in 2-star. One of the reasons I wanted to play this game, actually, is to see some of those original online quests, because those are the quests that first introduced Elder Dragons. Some of the really hard-hitting, powerful monsters in the series. This one is Kelby Horns. I did this one because it was easy, and then getting a Wyvern Egg turned out to be easier than I thought it would be, but that's only because I've done it before. And it's only 1 Wyvern Egg, I didn't have to do more than 1. Let's do mushroom picking, because I think... I don't need any other materials. I don't need any other provisions to start that one. So yeah, this is the one side of Monster Hunter that's probably really boring to watch, which is the gathering stuff, but... and why I wanted to get it out of the way. Oh, they just gave me a pickaxe, wow. I've done this quest before on my actual PlayStation instead of on the emulated here, and I feel like an idiot. I could have just come here and not spent any money, but that's good. I can remember that this is a good quest for gathering things in general, because they also give you bug nets. And bug nets, you need certain insects to craft things. I'm pretty sure flash bombs require flash bugs, and flash bombs are really useful to hunt certain monsters. Probably the Elder is telling me like where I can... Are these mining points? Boy, I have no idea. I'm also in the wrong area for mining, but I'm going to try and get mushrooms first. In which case, I'm also in the wrong area for that. So let's get out of here before the Velociprey and the Vespoids get me. Yeah, namely... Hi there, Too Old for Twitch. Sorry, the chat might be a little delayed just because I don't have a great internet connection, so I can't use low latency mode. But here are the mushrooms that we need for the quest. And they're the Bolfangos that are going to interrupt us. So, I guess like the fishing quest yesterday, or Tuesday, we're going to have to deal with them. Oh, and there's more than one today. I forgot this is part of the quest. Ooh. All this just for a lance and a little money in the quest. This is another feature of Monster Hunter games, is all the small monsters that are not necessarily hard to kill, but they give you no end of trouble. Oh, like that. Bullpangos are the blindsiding monster. And there are just more of them. But they do hit each other. There's another one as well. I think there are 4 now in the area. Oh. We gotta move. Oh. Yeah. This requires the utmost concentration. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna pick the bucket if I don't get out of here. Because, oh, here comes one. And that one got me through the tree somehow. Oh, I can hear the other one charging up. Oh. Yeah. Oh boy. I guess they can just go sometimes, huh? And the third one's gonna be charging. There he is. Yeah, these bushes are really hard to see through as well. Oh wait, I'm in a bad spot for this. Oops. Alright. Let's, you might be able to get up on this ledge and out of danger. Relatively out of danger. They can't jump up here. Luckily. But I also can't really get them from here either. They're unlikely to kill each other this way. Let's see. I'll have to go up here and come around. Yeah, I forgot about this. It's pretty brutal. But I can swing around this way and maybe try and catch one of them at a time. Either that or they just are totally occupied and will come get me. We'll see. We can just listen. Oh, no, I think they're coming. Yeah, we can kind of edge the camera around the corner. Here it comes. Okay, we got one. And we may as well gather whatever materials it's got. Don't let anything go to waste. Ah, raw meat. That's good. Use that to make well-cooked steaks that, like rations, will increase your stamina maximum. Uh-oh. Well, I got one of the quest objectives with that. Or one of the materials for the quest. Now we just gotta contend with this angry fellow. Oops. Oh boy. I didn't know that it could turn that fast. Okay, I got it. Dang. It died just beyond the loading zone, so I can't carve it. Yeah. Yet another quirk of old Monster Hunter games. I don't know where the third Bullfango is going to be. It probably repositioned when I left. There it is. But it maintained its health, so we got it. Triumph. And that's not even the mission I'm supposed to do. I have at least turned the fan on. It is sweltering in here. But yeah, special mushrooms. I think they just have a monetary value, like they aren't used for crafting or anything. But this quest gave me all these gathering tools, so I may as well, excuse me, I may as well continue to gather and see what else I can get. I think, you know what, Area 6 has a mining point, so let's go there and see how much iron ore we can get. And then I guess I'll brave the monster's den that is Area 5. Oh, or maybe not. That might be a... Because it'll save time to go north through Area 5 and 4. And Area 3, I think, has some mushroom gathering points. Alright. It's like with the Bullfangos. Velociprey are not as bad, because they seem like, they'll either jump, or they run up to you and take their time before they do their attack. And Vespoids are the same. They will fly around, stand near you, or float near you, and then eventually... What does the chief say? Oh, because they're Bullfangos here. Oh no, they're Moss Swine. What does he say? Using pickaxes? Yeah. He's just telling us how pickaxes work. You, normally they got this big red X, but when you get near a gathering point that the tool can work with, the X will go away. That's not a gathering point, though. I don't know why I went over there. The gathering point is way up the cliffs, though, if I remember. And, I think you'll sometimes get some of these materials, like iron ore, as a quest reward, but you usually have to gather it all yourself. Very slow climbing. It's, you really appreciate later games where, for example, you can sprint. You can use the stamina bar, rather, to climb faster. But it's impressive that climbing is even in here at all, because otherwise the fights are very flat. Elevation doesn't play into the fighting at all, really, because you don't have jumping attacks like you do in later games, and... Can I get up here? I think I can. You don't have jumping attacks like you do in later games, and the monsters won't generally follow you up to higher elevations. So instead you're running around an open field, doing most of your fighting that way. I think... I hope I'm right about this. I'm pretty sure that the mining point is... Oh, it's this. It's this crack in the wall. So you see the red X is gone, and I can start mining. Okay, I don't know what a disc stone is. And that was it. Nothing of use. Really? I was sure that you would get, like, some iron. It's rare, but it's a disc-shaped stone. And that's all the mining we get to do in this quest, I guess. Yeah. Instead, we want to go find the rest of the mushrooms for this quest. Also, fall damage is not a thing in Monster Hunter. Hunters have indestructible ankles. And I think the moss swine, if you catch them digging around, that'll tell you a good gathering spot for certain materials. I don't know what, though. Oh, there we go. Probably the wisdom of the cheap tells you that. I think I need 7 for the quest. Yeah. And it only counts... Oh, and I got them. It only counts them as delivered once you've actually returned to the item box and put them in it. So let's go... I'm going to explore around a little bit and see if there's another mining spot I didn't know about. Because we have... this quest has 40 minutes left on it, and I've otherwise completed it. But, yeah. It would be nice to get onto one of those, like, fan servers that has all of the event and other online quests, but I'm not sure how well that'll work. More likely, at some point down the line, I'll stream cheat code versions where I have to fight these online quests that are meant for more than one person by myself. I don't know, maybe that'll be funny. But, that's nice. I love, something I love about the Monster Hunter series that persists into modern games is that, except for a rare moment like this area where you heard the music come in, there's only music during a monster fight. When a monster shows up, the music will start playing, but otherwise there's no real music in the background. It makes everything feel a little bit more... Oh, and I was just wondering... Earlier today I was wondering how I would get antidote herbs, because poison is a real big problem in these games. But yeah, antidote herbs. I forget what you use to make them into antidotes. Because you can eat the herb by itself, but it's unlikely to have an effect. Whereas if you make it into an antidote potion that you drink, that will... I think that guarantees that your poison is cured. But there are just some monsters that will poison you when hitting you, and it's really annoying. Oh yeah, this is the feline area. Normally these black and white felines, these like tuxedo cat patterned ones, will jump at you, and if they hit you, they will steal an item from your inventory. It's really annoying, and then you come back here and you can retrieve it from, you know, this pile, I think. In later games you can. I would assume that's the case here too. I was kind of hoping there might be bugs to collect here or something, but I guess not. I should have the bug net equipped so that I can see where the bug gathering points are. But yeah, felines are neat. In later games, they... oh, here we go. I think the moss swine has illuminated this point as having something valuable. Well, whetstones aren't worthless, but they are not especially valuable. But about felines, they're very cute, and in later games, you have a feline companion who will join you on quests and help fight, which is really important for solo mode because, oh, I see, these are just more special mushrooms, aren't they? This game was designed with multiplayer in mind, and so the solo quests are much harder than they otherwise would be. And as I've been doing, you can solo these missions, but these quests, I should say. But it's much easier, if nothing else, to have other players to draw attention from the monster while you line up an attack. Yeah, and later games make it much more obvious where bug gathering spots are. I have no idea, I can't see them. Maybe they gather around the dung that the Aptonoth leave behind? There are dung piles. Which, even dung I wonder if this game is inspired by the idea of Native Americans using every part of an animal in their hunts, which might be true for certain tribes, but who's to say? What I can say is that in this game, dung is actually very useful to make monsters leave you alone if they're causing too much havoc. That might not seem very important if you're hunting a large monster, like you want to be fighting it, but certain monsters, certain quests rather, will have multiple monsters active at once, and you don't want to fight all of them at once. Unless you're crazy. Boy, I don't even know what bugs I need, really. So this is just sort of an exploratory mission to see if there are any bug gathering points around here. I would assume they're in here because there's nothing really in these bushes otherwise, but maybe not. Alright, I'm gonna stop ignoring the wisdom of the chief. When you're near a bug net point, the item will disappear. It's possible to collect bugs in places without the floating... Oh! Oh, that's right. So, I think those glowing points in Area 10, or Area 11, where I got whetstones, I think those are meant to be bug net points. Those are meant to be like fireflies. I didn't see them anywhere else, and I think they might have vanished after I gathered the whetstones, so they may have been wasted, but there's not much harm in going over to see if the glowing points are still there. Not much closer to getting that lance, unfortunately. I can only hope that it'll be easy to do this mission again, and I'll actually get some iron ore this time. I should just use that better pickaxe. Yeah, there's no glow left. I'm gonna just... I think Area 6 will be worth checking. And the fastest way to that will be... Well, which way will be the fastest way to that? I don't know. But it seems like this quest is a good one to go to if you're gathering, because it also gives you paintballs. You might be wondering, what the heck are you going to use paintballs for when you're trying to hunt and slay monsters, or at least capture them in some cases? I'll tell you, paintballs tell you where the monster is on the map. Because that map will only tell you where you and any of your allies are. But it won't tell you about monsters. Oh, I forgot about this area. It also has music. And I think this is the Veggie Elder, or maybe he's called something else in this game. Oh. I mean, you know, the village chief told me the same thing. Oh, this is neat. Adult summer steak makes power juice. Oh, that must be the, this game's version of energy drink. What's this? Oh, I think this is honey. It's very low to the ground. But this might be a nest, like a honeybee nest. Or just some insect nest with husks in it. I couldn't tell you what the husks are for, but I had to see if there was any honey to be gathered. Apologies for the camera, it's just going to be like that sometimes in tight, enclosed areas. That's right, I should have a bug net equipped to make sure that you can't catch bugs here. Because normally, or in later games, you would get butterflies flying around bug catching points, which are a much better indicator that you can gather bugs. Not so in this game, it's just decoration. But paintballs, in this game in particular, paintballs are an invaluable tool because any flying monster is just going to fly in any old direction, and you won't be able to tell which area it's gone to. So when you're hunting a monster and chasing it down, you really need to see which way it went. And the paintball will let you know what area it's in. No glowing spots by the dung pile. Oh well. Paintball's, kind of a neat mechanic. I like the idea of them because rather than telling you exactly where the monster is all the time, or giving you directions to the monster specifically, which is what Monster Hunter World does. It does the, like, Dead Space thing where, thank you for the boost, I guess. Velociprey giving me a boost up onto the ledge there. But I don't know, I like this way better than what they do in World, where you get kind of this Dead Space style beam of fireflies that tells you where to go to get to the monster. Because in that game, you just follow the trail and fight the monster in whatever area it's in, and follow the trail to the next area and so on. And you never really learn the layout of the region you're in, which is a shame because I think that's part of the intrigue of this type of game for me, is that you become more proficient at hunting by learning the lay of the land and the monster's behavior. Like, certain monsters you can just guess what area they're going to be in, and so for certain monsters, after playing for a while, you won't even need paintballs because you'll know where to look. But I'm giving up on bug nets because it doesn't seem like there are any glowing spots anymore. And we're going to do this quest over again and see if I can get any more, any actual iron ore. One thing I really do miss from Monster Hunter World, though, is emotes. Because you can cheer and sort of lay back on the ground, pose with your weapon. I guess this is the most we can do, is, we can do that. We can dodge roll. Yeah, like that. Like, you could choose to do that at any time in later games. But yeah, we got a little money off of that. Blue mushrooms. Oh, I think nitro mushrooms are used for... I don't know what nitro mushrooms are used for. Oh, that's neat. So, I guess if you get extra special mushrooms, which is extra of the special mushrooms, not an extra special mushroom, they're just, they just get converted into money. That's something I wouldn't expect from this game either. I would have guessed that it just sits in your inventory and you have to sell it yourself. What do we have in our inventory? I'm going to empty out some of my inventory just so that we don't get full up on something. Mushrooms. Yeah. I don't know why the game has always been like this, but you have to click and then it'll show you that it went in the item box. Feels like just waste your time a little bit. The funny thing is, what menu do I want status? I have 940 Zenny now. The funny thing is, if we keep doing this quest and never get enough iron ore, I will just have enough money to get and we'll just end up with enough money to just buy a lance. So I guess it's a winning proposition just by attrition against the game itself. Not the best way to design your game, but, you know, they made a lot of questionable decisions in this particular entry in the series, being first. Like using the right analog stick to attack. No, you know, they're giving us old pickaxes, and I'm pretty sure there's no difference in the quality of materials that you'll get by using a regular old pickaxe, so use the old pickaxe that they gave us, and it'll probably break. But I probably need to be more attentive to what's going on in the stream, because I was editing highlights from Tuesday's stream, and one Velociprey knocked the other one out of the air when it was at mid-jump, and I totally missed it. I didn't say anything about it. But I kept it in the highlight reel because it was funny. And it's the sort of rare, emergent gameplay that you can expect from this sort of thing. Yeah, I think you can... So I bought pickaxes, and ultimately I'm wasting my money doing that, because this quest just gives them to you. But I think you can craft them, but you need stone, I think, to do that. And I don't know what the other material is for a pickaxe. It's probably stone and iron ore, which is, you know... When you don't have any... When iron ore is what you're trying to get, that's kind of a slap to the face. There we go. It's hard to see down and know that you're going the right way. But there's the crack in the wall. There we go. And let's get some iron this time. Yep, we got one. One of three. One funny thing about these gathering points is that... Oh, we got two. They have a random number of... Oh, we got it. Wow. I think I got more iron ore than I need. Yeah, we got 4. Holy smokes. Well, and then, if I remember correctly, there should be enough special mushrooms in this area alone that we don't have to fight the Bullfango again. That was... And you see, sometimes Monster Hunter is bountiful. And gracious to the worthy who pray to the moss swine god for their special mushrooms. That's something neat, is while you're doing this, you can check out your item menu and be like, what even is a special mushroom? It's just tiny and difficult to pick. And moss swine love it, which is a hint. That's kind of something I was saying on the other stream, is that I like when games do that sort of thing. They'll tell you in item descriptions. I guess that's a Dark Souls thing. An item description will tell you something that's like a hint about the world or how to use the item best. So, the special mushroom says that it's a favorite of the moss swine. So, you might think to pay attention and follow the moss swine around and see what they're up to. Maybe they'll lead you to special mushrooms. Okay. Now... I only got 3 special mushrooms from that, so I'm worried I have to fight the Bullfango again. but I'm going to try going to other areas, every area except Area 8. I'm just going to pass through and see if I can find it. Area 9 is very dangerous as well because that's where the melinxes are. They might have special mushrooms, but probably not. At any rate, melinxes hang out there. And not only that, but there's a very thin corridor. You can kind of see the jagged line on the map. This very thin corridor where the camera is at a pretty low angle, making it hard to see. It's a bad place to fight small monsters, a terrible place to fight large monsters. Area 9 is just a death trap, and I don't think there's any real reason that you want to go there. Also, I'm taking the opportunity to see if there are any bugs to catch. So far, nothing. But we'll see. I'm gonna try and bug catch at the glowing spot that the moss swine likes to go to sometimes. Right? Is this a bug catch? Really? This isn't a bug catching spot? It sure would be. Well, I seem to remember the moss swine went around here and found special mushrooms. Yeah, boy, I have no idea where to get, to catch bugs. If it's not that glowing spot. Because the village elder said, or the village chief, excuse me, said that it was, you want to look for glowing spots. And the guy that's in that tiny secret area said something of the same thing. It's possible to collect bugs even in places without the floating lights. So yeah, that's, even like which item you have currently equipped is a bit of strategy in this game, because if that red X goes away, it means I can catch bugs with the bug net. I'm gonna say that it's not important yet. There will come a time when I need to hunt bugs, and it is not now because I finally have the materials, and I will have the Zenny to get the much desired lance. That is the namesake of my player character. Often, it's not too hard to avoid monsters, but if you're trying to slay or capture them, then it is especially hard to not get hit. I think another way that this game is a lot like Dark Souls is that you are going to get hit a lot, and you're going to fail and learn from your mistakes, but you the way that you fight in this game is a lot like Souls games, where you're moving pretty slowly. If you have a blocking weapon, like the shortened shield, you're going to use that shield a lot. And you'll often dodge roll just because it gives you a little bit more movement than if you just walked away. It's just, you're always on the move in these games. Positioning and the timing of your attacks, and most of all, knowing what attacks the enemy monster is going to do, are all crucial for success. That's why I kind of miss the paintball stuff in the most recent games, because it's just part of the theming that, oh, toadstools. I forget what toadstools are for, I don't know. I got excited about something that I don't know what it's for. But paintballs go hand in hand with, they go hand in hand with knowing the area and knowing the monsters, as much as you can learn about the monsters. And that stuff some of that stuff is still in the modern games, but you don't have to know the area you're fighting in all that well. Not like you used to. Okay. One other quirk of this game that I don't miss is that you can only craft with items that you have on your person. So you'll see there, the number on the far left is my current inventory. In parentheses is telling me stuff in my item box, and then on the far right is the number required to make the item. That one's orange because the small monster bones I have are not in my pocket, but they're in the item box, so I can't actually craft the bone lance. But I just got all this iron ore, so I can craft the iron lance. And again, another nice feature that's been here from the start that I was surprised to see. You can just equip immediately whatever new item you've made. It's brilliant. I love it. I will probably want to make the bone lance at some point, just because that sharpness is terrible, but you can improve your weapons, as you can see here, into better versions. Well, we may as well even do that. Well, maybe not just yet. But you can see here, the Bone Lance has 160 attack, and this Iron Lance, after just one upgrade, has a little bit more and better sharpness. It's hard to see, but it actually has a little green sharpness, which is really awesome. Sharpness in this game is a pretty crucial feature. Monsters' hides will be too tough to break through and do damage at certain sharpness levels. So you got red sharpness is the worst. You basically will bounce whenever you attack anything. Orange sharpness is pretty bad, but you can still hit weak spots on monsters. And then yellow is like the bare minimum. Oh, oops, I quit the game by accident. I don't know why it defaults to no on the do you want to continue thing, but I don't know. You got to hear the sound of starting up the save file, I guess. So green sharpness. I think yellow sharpness actually does less of your weapon's full damage than green, which does one time. So there's even damage modifiers on your sharpness. Alright, so we've only got one quest left, and it's Kelby Horns. So this is a monster we haven't seen yet, but it's a small monster called Kelby. Oh, I need to accept the quest. Kelby are neat. I think this actually demonstrates a difference between the Japanese and North American releases of this game. Because Kelby are these sort of green goat/deer monsters. Quote, monster. They're just animals. But this game calls them monsters. Small monsters. It gives me a lot of health items for some Kelby who don't really fight back. Alright. Now, the lance is pretty neat. Because you'll notice it actually, when we unsheath it, it actually grows. This is sort of the, we're getting into the anime-inspired parts of Monster Hunter really hard, where you have weapons that are totally implausible. But we get 3 thrusts forward or slightly up. We can block and attack from behind the block. We can do the swipe. Oh wait, can we not? Oh. Left and right actually don't do a different attack. That's interesting. So, the other weird thing about Lance is that you don't get to roll while you have your weapon out. You just have to hop backwards. And it'll be whatever you're facing. Whatever direction you're facing. But you can do a side hop right after you do an attack, and then block. Yeah, I guess there's no counter either. So, our options with Lance are pretty limited in this game compared to the later ones. In the later games, you can do a horizontal swipe with the Lance. Probably I want to have the first aid med, because Kelby do fight back. Even the largely peaceful Aptonoth here will attack you if you fight them. They'll try and hit you with their spiky tails. And the Kelby will do that too. Well, they don't have spiky tails, but they will charge you and ram you with their horns. There they are. They aren't very green in this game, I guess. Or maybe these are just the females are more deer-like. But I'm sorry, Kelby, I need your horns. And if I'm right about this... Oh. No, it does look like it's... Yeah. I think it's only in certain... It's in later games. In later games, the Kelby don't die when you attack them. They just, like... fall, they get knocked out, they like fall asleep, and then you do the same carving animation with the same sound, but it's the game goes like, no, they're still okay, and then the Kelby get up and they'll walk away. It's very silly. Also, I'm not getting any horns because I think I need to actually slay one of the male Kelby who have bigger horns. That's one. See, those are... They're a little more aggressive. They also take more damage. Oop, yeah, he got me. I mean, fair enough, I would expect a monster to fight back. And this Vespoid just won't leave me alone. And no horn from that one. Okay. You wanna go? You wanna go? You want some beef with me? Tricky thing about Vespoids is that they have useful materials you can carve from them, but only if you don't destroy their body. Yeah, like that. So sometimes when you... there's like a chance when you slay a Vespoid like that it'll just disintegrate into pieces, and you don't get anything from it, except the satisfaction of slaying a Vespoid, I guess. And a new one will just appear. Oh. Oh, you got me. Oop. I'm gonna die fighting Kelby and Vespoids. That's why it's a good idea to have the healing items on your quick select when you're fighting. Nope. I said I wanted to play Lance. I never said I was good at it. Not in this game, anyway. Boy, I'm not having any luck with the Kelby horns. I also don't want to fight the Vespoids too much because they're going to eat away at the sharpness on my weapon. Yeah, I need Kelby horns. Well, that's a female Kelby. I don't think I'm going to get horns from that. Go to the next area. Tonight's going to be a shorter stream, by the way, because I have something else later. So hopefully I can actually finish this quest. Nope? Okay. Oh, alright. Yeah, sheathing your weapon is an important tactic in Monster Hunter because you move so much more slowly. I'm gonna get you. Now you've got to have Kelby horns on you, right? Okay, I got 1 out of 5. I'm gonna switch the AC on properly, and hopefully that won't mess up the audio. Yeah. Oh, I hope I didn't push it into the loading zone. Oh, well, I know I didn't because it's still alive. Okay. Come get me. Nope. Alright. I can't fight it over there because it'll, I can't slay it over there, I should say, because it will be inaccessible. I'll just go load the next area and I won't be able to actually carve it. Okay. So far it's been 4 hits to slay a Kelby, a male Kelby, and I just miscounted. Alright, our luck is improving. Yeah, I've already lost... So you can see I've already lost 1 level of maximum stamina just from about 5 minutes or so of hunting. And they only give you 2 rations. 1, which is enough to bring you up to the maximum. But they only do 1 increment each. So... Oh man. Okay. I got you once, but I think I need it 1 more time. There we go. Yeah, stamina management is really important in this game. Arguably more important in later games depending on what weapon you use. I think dual blades, for example, use up a lot of stamina. And the bow. Alright, we gotta look in another area, see if there are more Kelby around. But, pretty happy I got my lance. Yep, that's the sound of a Kelby, alright. And, I came up short. Okay. That's the difficult thing about these Kelby is that they'll run and prance around a lot. And it's hard to reach them. Oh, did I get it? I must have got a crit. Because I'm pretty sure that was another male Kelby. You can tell because the females have their ears flopping down, kind of like a basset hound. Well, I guess the male Kelby is a little bit green. Kind of looks like it's wearing a very open knit sweater. Okay. Is that 4? That's 4. Just 1 more horn, and we're done with all the 2-star quests. And then that'll leave Monday. Oh, yeah. This is a drawback of the right analog attack system. Because I was spamming up on the right analog stick and not getting it, so the timing must be really important. Alright. We got our horn. I'm gonna go back the way I came, even though Area 8 might be faster. Because I don't know what's in Area 8. Probably dangerous monsters that'll slow me down. Alright, but that's gonna be it for 2-star quests. But I did learn something interesting about the quests in this game, the way the quest system works. In 1-star and 2-star, there are only 5 quests each. And in 3-star up, there are more per star of quest. However, the chief will only show you 5 quests per star ranking at a time. So quests will kind of randomly rotate out in 3-star and up. which is weird. I'm not sure why they did that for this. It almost sounds like the UI designers were not talking with the quest writers and the other parts of the design team, because that sounds like a decision you would make if you realized too late to change it that you could only show 5 quests at a time. And then you would have to go like, well, I mean, we want to do more quests than just 5 per star ranking. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I haven't played Monster Hunter Dose, which is the second Monster Hunter on game on PSP. Don't ask me why they call it Dose, I have no idea. But I also don't have a PSP, so I can't learn about it. But at least Monster Hunter 3, the first game I played, they don't do that. You have access to all the quests at any time you want. At least all the ones you've unlocked. Also, I'm pretty sure this upward thrust does more damage than the forward one. I know it does in later games anyway. It might do it in this one too, just because you're less likely to hit... It's more precise. You're less likely to hit a monster doing that. Oh, and all these Kelby hides, these extra ones. That's neat. I should check with the smithy and see if there's anything we can make with Kelby parts. I think there might be. But, yeah, there aren't all that many solo quests in this game. But a lot of your time will just be taken up by... Oh yeah, leather armor takes Kelby hides, but I already have leather because I made it. I bought it at the beginning. Yeah, chain takes it. Hunter's mail. Hunter's mail is pretty good. We might want to get that. It does 4 defense instead of 1, although it does have a lot of... it does expose you to a lot of elemental damage. Yeah. Any Monster Hunter veterans will notice that ice is missing from this because there was no ice elemental damage in this game. Velociprey. Also, yeah, also a lot of elemental resistances are low. You're going to take element damage. And that's the Yankutku, who we have not encountered yet, so it's kind of spoiling it for us. Yeah, does none of the... Oh, Vespoid meal, that's interesting. That one has dragon resistance, but I don't know what monsters do dragon damage in this game. Yeah, what Vespoid parts? Okay. Genprey. We haven't fought Genprey either. Yeah, there's, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad one that... Oh, I do want to check weapons for a second. Yeah. So there are different bow guns that we can make already if we get the materials. I don't know if it's a good or a bad decision that you can look at the material requirements for weapons and armor, and that'll give you the names of monsters that you haven't fought yet. I guess it's a good thing, because you don't know anything about those monsters. All you know is that there's a monster called Genprey, but you don't know anything about it. Let's see. So, I will at least talk to the village chief. You're starting to look the part, but you've still got a way to go before you're a first-rate hunter. What level of quest would you like? Well, I'd like the urgent quest. After 10 quests, going through 2 star ranks, we get our first large monster hunt. So, those little Velociprey, they're led by the big old stripy blue beast, Velocidrome. It sure is bigger. So the contract is 150, so we can afford to do it right away. That'll be on the next stream. for now, I think we made a lot of progress, actually. I didn't expect to get a lance in this stream, but we managed to do it. What does this other hunter want? After Velocidrome. Whenever Velocidrome think they're in trouble, they run away to recover health. Oh, see, this is neat. So you can talk to people in the village and they'll give you little hints like that. Except that it's framed as if you are the expert telling this random hunter, yeah, you dummy, you should throw a flash bomb. I don't know that that will... Oh, let's go save the game. So, this is how you save. You flop down on the bed. I did it earlier, but I didn't say anything about it. You do save after every quest, but you'll have a bunch of extra junk in your inventory, so it's nice to do this. Yeah, I'm gonna quit for now. So, what do we have? Oh, we can watch the demo movie and stuff. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching the stream, and I'll see you next time.